this is your girl Carly. So today I want to talk about what causes alopecia and also give you guys my alopecia story. Yeah, a lot of people, they're like, oh my god, what causes alopecia? Well, there could be a lot of things that contribute to you having alopecia. There is not a diagnosis or a particular cause that a doctor can pinpoint to you, but they can inform you of different things that actually do contribute to you having alopecia. And the first thing that is like on the top of my head is like African braids. And I said African braids because many people, when they do the African braids, it's like significantly tight. It's very, very tight. And so for that reason, it can cause alopecia, because it's like there's a constant pull on your scalp, on the hair follicles. And alopecia is when the hair follicles become like damaged, and so you tend to lose your hair or go bald. And so that could be a trigger point of alopecia, tight braids. Okay, another cause or trigger point for alopecia is stress. Whenever you're stressed, your body goes through a lot of changes. And when I say changes, I mean bad changes. Changes that are not good for the body. And so that's another thing that can cause alopecia, because then your body begins to, the good cells begins to fight against the bad cells because of the stress that your body is going through. Right? Or there's an increase in production of bad cells in good sense. I know that's kind of broad, but I just don't want to go too much into that. I just want to make mention of stress, because stress can come in various forms. It could be health issues, it could be financially, it could be children, it could be, spouse, it could be so many things that causes stress. Just everyday life, just getting back and forth to work, picking up your kids, doing this, just so many things that can cause stress. So moving along to deficiency in vitamins. Okay, so vitamin deficiency can be another cause or trigger point for alopecia. Okay, and so it's very important. Your diet is very important. Okay, so a lot of people do not, eat like, or have a good diet, just eating their daily meal. And so it's important to take multivitamin, okay? Along with your daily meals, multivitamins helps you to have a balanced diet. Of course, I do not like taking medications. I do not like taking pills. And so, for me to tell you, okay, you should take your multivitamins, maybe that's not cool, because I do not like taking multivitamins. And so I will I will take it, but not consistently. Maybe for like a month or two, and then I stop. But with that, increasing my intake with fruits, increasing my vegetables intake, and just, trying to balance out my diet by eating what I'm supposed to be eating instead of taking multivitamins. Okay, so, and those are just the three things I wanted to touch base on when it comes to alopecia. Now, alopecia can also be a sign of something greater. For example, there's some people who may have lupus, and they may not be aware of it, And so alopecia can be a trigger or an indicator that you have something else like lupus or another disease or some, yeah. And so it's very important for you to, you know, just go and get a physical, you know, get a yearly checkup, or if you're diagnosed with alopecia, just go to your physician and make sure that you do a complete blood work. For those who are older, you want to take it another level, not just doing blood work, but, you know, getting your colon check and, you know, whatever, you know, tests that older folks do. Yeah, really, you know, you should get that done just to make sure that, you know, everything is okay, and the alopecia is not a sign of something greater, okay? Yeah, so moving along to my alopecia story. I actually wanted to share that with you guys. So 2 years and 7 months ago, I decided to go natural. And I decided to go natural because I really have, you know, nice long hair. I have a lot of hair, and constantly processing, you know, relaxing, perming my hair, you know, my hair begins to thin out a lot. And then one day I went to the salon, and this lady just over processed my hair, and just my hair just started to come out, and because of the over processing. And I was like, you know what, I'm done with this, because that was like the second time that happened to me, and I was like, it's not happening. So I was like, I'm just gonna go natural. And then on top of that, my husband was like encouraging me to go natural. So I was like, okay, it's good for my health, it's better for my hair, and my husband is gonna like it. So what's preventing me from going natural? And so I did a big chop. So when I did that big chop, that September, actually I transitioned for like 4 or 5 months, and then I did a big chop that September. Now when I did a big chop, I was like looking like a boy, okay? I had like less than 2 inches of hair on my head. And so, you know, after wearing my little twist, I used to use the comb and like twist my hair around to make like little bantu knots, yeah, and little curls. But then after doing that for like a month, or maybe less than a month, I got really tired. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and braid my hair. And so I box braid my hair. Now after box braiding my hair, you know, I realized that, okay, I think I'm gonna be box braiding my hair for a while. So let me see, September, October, November, December, January, February. So 5 months later, I moved from New York to Texas. Yeah, and then after I moved to Texas, then 2 months later, I took my braids out. So of course I redid my braids maybe 3 times, but 2 months after I moved to Texas, I took my braids out. And that's when I noticed that I had a problem. My hair was falling out. But then I was thinking maybe it's because I moved, because I remember when I moved from Jamaica to New York that you know, because of the water, then my skin was like getting like little rashes because the water was just too hard, or, you know, too much chlorine in the water. But I figured maybe that has to do with my hair loss, because the water here in Texas was, you know, a little hard, you know, there's a lot of chlorine in the water. So I figured that's the reason why my hair was breaking. 6 months later, my hair was still. So one day I was at work, and, you know, I pretty much just told my coworker how thick my hair was. And then she told me that her mom was a hairdresser, and she does the keratin treatment. So she was like, you should totally do the keratin treatment. She was like, it's all natural, you know, after 3 months of doing it, your hair goes back to its natural state, you know, and pretty much all it does is just, make your hair easier to manage, you know, more manageable, you know. So I was like, that sounds pretty good, let me give it a try. I was a little hesitant at first, but then she kept saying that it was all natural and that it wouldn't damage my hair or anything. So I was like, okay, whatever, let me just go ahead and give it a try. So I went ahead and I did the keratin treatment, and you know, when I did the treatment, I'm telling you, it was like the biggest mistake in my hair journey that I ever made. Yeah, when she was doing it, my hair literally was, my entire head was like smoking. And you know, when they when she put the flat iron, when she flat ironed my hair, or add heat to my hair, it was like I hear my hair like frying. You know, it was really, really bad. Yeah, so I was like really disappointed because my hair and the ends of my hair got burnt so bad. Yeah, for those of you who are not familiar with the keratin treatment, that's actually where they apply the keratin product and then to your hair, and then apply heat to your hair to straighten your hair. And so pretty much, you know, they do this with a flat iron, and the process was just so harsh. Like, my entire head was smoking. That's how much heat they had to apply to my hair in this process, which was, to me, I think was terrible. In the process, my hair was being like burnt. And mind you, before I went, I washed my hair and I trimmed my hair, my ends. And so after washing my hair and trimming my ends, then going to this place, after on the end of the process, they actually trimmed my ends again. So I actually lost like more than 2 inches of hair that day. And you know, that alone just made me so mad. I was just so annoyed and so upset. But I try not to, you know, I try to be positive about it, because, you know, I figured she was just trying to help, you know. Yeah, so anyway, after that, you know, I continued to have experience breakage. It's funny that actually, you know, as I think about it, I get a little sad, you know, but forgive me if my, you know, expression kind of changes. Like, yeah, I didn't just like kind of reminiscing about it and I just got a little sad. But yeah, so I continue to experience breakage, and you know, fast forward until now, you know, I started to feel like, you know, pain in my head, like pretty much, you know, like soreness, tenderness, and then like little patches, like scabs on my scalp. And that's when I realized that this is just more than hair breakage or hair loss. And so that's when I went to my dermatologist, and they did a biopsy on my scalp and realized that I had scarring alopecia. Yeah, so I'm really happy that I was able to move forward and go into my dermatologist and to, you know, to find out what the problem is. And now I'm getting treatment, and now, you know, you know, so far it's been working for me. You know, I'm seeing a large or a huge reduction in my hair loss. You know, so I just need a couple more months just to, you know, just to make sure that this product is right for me, and I'm just gonna keep you guys posted. And so pretty much, you know, that's it for my alopecia story. Yeah, and you know, just, you know, let me know how you feel about my and so, you know, let me know what you think about my story. If you have any questions, please leave your comments below, and please thumbs up my video if you like my video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.